I would like to introduce you to the second tool that we're going to be using today, which is the soldering iron. Now, the soldering iron is a very simple tool. It consists of three key components. Those components are the base, your handpiece. I've got two handpieces on this one, and I'll explain to you what they're for in a moment. And then you have various bits that you can use that you attach to your handpieces, right? Now, most of the work with the soldering iron are going to be between 200 and 350 degrees, and this is what the base is used for. You set that temperature on your base, okay, and that determines how much heat will be transferred to your handpieces. Now, depending on the size of the workpiece that you're working with, you will select a bit to be attached to your handpieces accordingly. If you're working on one leg of an IC, then you will need a smaller bit that you will attach to your handpiece. And if you were working on, let's say, the fixing points for a HDMI socket, then you would use a larger bit attached to a larger handpiece. And the reason why we do that is because when we're working on small items, we don't need to transfer as much heat to the part that we're working on. But when we're working on a larger item, then we need to transfer more heat to that part, because that part is going to eat up the heat, and a small handpiece will not do the job in that situation. So let's get back under the demonstration table, and I want to talk to you a little bit more about these handpieces and the bits that attach to them. Okay, I just want to take a couple of minutes to talk about different size handpieces and their applications, because this is also very important. So as you can see here, I've got three different handpieces. This piece here is referred to as a T245 handpiece, right? Then smaller than that, we have this handpiece here. This is referred to as a T210 handpiece. And this piece here is the smallest one that I've got in my collection. This would be the equivalent of what we would refer to as a T115 handpiece. Now, the reason why we have different sizes of handpieces is, for example, let's say you're working with this component here. Now you can't see this, but when I bring it closer to the camera, you'll see what I'm talking about. If you were working on this component here, and if I can bring that in here, can you see how small the balls are on here? I'll show you this under the microscope as well, but if I could take this up here, you could just about see it. It's like a microcosm scale, basically, right? So when you're working on something this small, the lighter your handpiece is, the easier it is going to be for you to maneuver under the microscope, because sudden movements, little movements, is going to have a big effect, right? So the smaller the handpiece is, or the lighter the handpiece is, when you're working with small components, the easier it is going to be for you to do that work, right? Now, if you were working on something like, let's say, the IC that we're going to be working on, which is this one here, obviously, as you can see, this is a bit larger, right? So in this case, we could use a larger handpiece, and that will come with slightly larger bits. So the smaller the handpiece, the smaller the bits that come with it, and the larger the handpiece, the larger the bits that come with it. And the reason why we have different size bits is because, let's say for example, you're working on this here. This here is a HDMI socket, right? Now, as you can see, it's made of metal, and the fixing points are quite large. So if you were to try and heat up this part here with a T115 handpiece, you'll be trying to heat it up all day, and you probably wouldn't even be able to get to the temperature that you want to get it at. Whereas if you came in with a T210 handpiece, right, you'd be able to heat that up fairly quickly. And the reason why we need to be able to heat that part up fairly quickly is because we have to get the metal or the alloys to a certain temperature to get the solder to adhere to the component that you're working with and to the board. So that is why we have different size handpieces and different size bits for different applications. A few more things that I would like to mention while we're here is that you do not have to have the best of the best when you're starting out. What I usually say to people is, look, start with one handpiece, and the handpiece that I recommend is the T210, right? And then what you can do is slowly you can add more handpieces as you get more experience and as you work with different electronics devices. So the T210 for me, in my experience, is the most versatile because you can get medium-sized bits for it and you can get micro-sized bits for it. And you also need a larger iron, so the T245 would be ideal in that situation. These handpieces here are made by JBC, and this is a no-name Chinese brand here, which I have for the T115. Now, you can get these handpieces now, clones of these handpieces and clone stations from AliExpress. There's so many of them. I mean, you could make a video just about those stations. There's so many stations out there now. Now, what I would say to you is, if you're going to pick up one of the cheaper Chinese stations, one of the clones of the original JBC, then one thing I would recommend is that you buy the original bits, right? So even if you buy a clone handpiece and a clone station for about £100–150, make sure you buy or try to buy the original bits, because there is a day and night difference between the quality of the bits made by JBC and the bits that are manufactured by other manufacturers. That's the only key thing that I would say. So you can pick up a clone handpiece, you can pick up a clone base station, that's no problem. But if you want to save yourself a lot of headache, try and get the original JBC bits. They're a bit more expensive, but there is a night and day difference in the quality of the bits from my experience. Right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take you under the microscope and I'm going to have a closer look at the most common bits that I use, and I'm going to share that information with you as well. Okay, so for the larger T245 iron, I primarily use two bits the most. One is a bevel bit and one is a flat bit. The model number for the bevel bit is 260052, and the model number for the flat bit that I use is 255885. So those are the two bits that I primarily use with the T245. For the T210 handpiece, the bits that I use the most are these bits here. From left to right is a 4mm chisel, a 2.5mm chisel, a 1.3mm chisel, a 1.3mm conical, and a 0.4mm chisel. Those are the bits I use for the T210 handpiece. And for the T115 handpiece, the smallest handpiece I have in my collection, I use I believe this is a 2.5mm blade bit, and this is also made by JBC. So whenever I talk about the soldering iron in the repair videos now, I'll refer to the different handpieces that I'm using and also the different bits. And now that you've understood and you've seen how it all works, it should make everything a lot more easier for you to comprehend. Right, while we're here, I just thought I'll quickly show you a close-up of the different size components, and that will give you a bit more perspective as to why we would need different size bits and different size handpieces. So if you have a look here, the first micro component here, which is an IC, the balls of this IC are underneath, right? So these balls are probably 0.2 to 0.4 millimeters wide, and now you can understand why you would need a 0.2 millimeter bit. This here is the IC that we're going to replace today, and these are probably about a millimeter thick each leg. So if you try to use a 0.4 millimeter bit on this, it would take too long to heat up, right? But if you use the right size bit, you'd be able to heat that up correctly, and when you apply the solder, it should adhere straight to the part and to the board. And if you have a look here, we've got one of the legs of our HDMI socket, so that you can see is significantly thicker than the other components here, and also it's connected to a larger piece of metal. So for that, if you were trying to use the T115 handpiece or the T210 handpiece, you probably wouldn't be able to heat it up as fast and as well as you would with the T245 handpiece and the larger bits that come with it.